10 years ago, computer-generated music sounded like a demo CD handed to you by some guy wearing sunglasses at night. Now, it pumps out tracks you'd swear already have a publishing deal. If you run a venue and just want a pleasant background sound, eventually you ask the obvious economic question: why pay a human when a system can do this for the cost of electricity? AI is absolutely going to eat the market for music that has already become purely functional. The background music for content creators, the generic advertising beds, and royalty-free productivity mood music. Nobody listens to that stuff and says, "Wow, this changed my life." It exists purely to gently fill silence, exactly the way a potted plant fills an empty corner in a shopping center. Those areas have always been transactional. The audience isn't looking for emotional resonance. The standard is simply, this will do. And when this will do is the bar you have to clear, machines win. The world doesn't need thousands of composers producing slightly different hopeful piano tracks when an algorithm can generate 100 good enough versions before lunch. Here is where people get confused. They assume live performance is exactly the same thing as recorded music. It really isn't. Recorded music is a product. You can generate it, copy it, and distribute it endlessly. Live music is an event. It exists exactly once in one room and then it disappears. Humans are fascinated by uncertainty. If you've ever watched a performer recover from a massive mistake in front of a crowd, you know exactly why people enjoy live events. Watching someone fix a problem in real time is strangely compelling. Nobody buys tickets to witness a flawless audio file. People pay money to watch a real person navigate the entirely unpredictable social environment of a room. I'll let you in on a slightly harsh secret. Most venues actually care very little about the music itself. They care about the room. Do people stay longer? Do they order another drink? The music is just a tool used to shape that atmosphere. A performer's actual job is basically vibe management, making sure the night feels relaxed instead of tense. That involves absorbing the social weight of a room full of strangers. Someone spills a drink. A table starts talking loudly. A microphone cable suddenly decides it's had enough of life. You have to manage all of that without breaking a sweat. A computer can generate a perfect stream of audio, which, for the record, an MP3 is just a compressed digital audio format. But it absolutely cannot shoulder the invisible burden of making an awkward crowd feel comfortable. Anyone who's played live knows a room can feel entirely wrong, even when the music is technically correct. If you lack the psychological skills to fix that atmosphere, your perfect pitch is completely useless to the venue. Having said all that, there is one group of performers who should probably start sweating: the human jukebox. If your entire act is reproducing songs accurately without contributing any atmosphere or connection, meaning your performance is indistinguishable from a playlist except you require parking at a meal voucher, software will look highly competitive. But here is the massive economic irony of AI. When something can be generated infinitely, it becomes completely abundant. And when a product is abundant, the human context around it suddenly becomes the premium. This chart shows exactly what happens to value when supply explodes. Look at the exponential rise of infinite audio supply here. Just like digital cameras made photographs virtually free, unlimited songs mean the value shifts entirely to the real-time human experience. AI is far more likely to settle into the machinery surrounding the performer. The modern performer is a booking agent, an email manager, a social media promoter, and an occasional IT support technician. Algorithms are perfectly designed to absorb that administrative noise. And if software can take over the genuinely robotic parts of the job, it actually gives musicians more space to focus on the one thing a machine can't replicate: standing in a room full of strangers and making the night work.